Welcome to our deep dive into Russia's artillery capabilities. Now I know what you're thinking. Artillery? That sounds about as thrilling as watching paint dry in a Soviet-era apartment block. But trust me on this, folks, because we're not talking about some rusty old cannons firing cannonballs like it's the 17th century. We're talking about weapon systems with names like Smerch, which, for those of you who don't speak Russian, translates to tornado. And much like an actual tornado, you really don't want to find yourself in the path of one of these things. Today, we'll explore some of the most powerful and advanced systems in Russia's arsenal. Weapons that have earned a fearsome reputation on battlefields around the world. We're going to break down their capabilities, their history, and their, shall we say, persuasive power. Because when it comes to artillery, Russia has a lot to say, and by say, I mean launch terrifyingly large projectiles at. So buckle up, grab your metaphorical hard hats, and try not to think about the sheer destructive power we're about to unpack, because things are about to get explosively informative. First up, let's talk about the BM-30 Smerch. It's essentially the artillery equivalent of that friend who brings a bazooka to a water balloon fight. You know the one, completely over the top but undeniably impressive. This thing is a multiple rocket launcher system, and when I say multiple, I mean it can launch a full salvo of 12 300mm rockets in just 38 seconds. That's a lot of rockets, folks, and each one packs a punch that can obliterate an area the size of a football field. But here's the kicker. The Smerch doesn't just lob these rockets indiscriminately like some kind of drunken fireworks display. Oh no, this system has a range of up to 70 kilometers, or roughly 43 miles for those of us who still think in freedom units. That kind of range means the Smerch can sit back, well out of reach of most enemy artillery, and deliver a surprise package of, please stop what you're doing with pinpoint accuracy. And when I say surprise package, I'm talking about a variety of warheads, each more terrifying than the last. We're talking fragmentation warheads for taking out enemy personnel and light vehicles, cluster munitions that disperse smaller bomblets over a wide area, and even thermobaric warheads that create a massive explosion followed by a vacuum that sucks the air out of your lungs. It's not exactly sporting, but warfare rarely is. The BM-30 Smerch is a testament to the philosophy of hit them hard, hit them fast, and hit them from really, really far away. If the BM-30 Smerch is the heavy-handed slugger of Russia's artillery lineup, then the 9K-58 Tornado S is the agile, tech-savvy boxer, dancing around the ring and delivering precision strikes. This is the successor to the Smerch, and it takes everything that made its predecessor terrifying and cranks it up to 11. We're talking about a system so advanced it would make Elon Musk jealous. The Tornado S boasts a sophisticated fire control system that allows for individual targeting of each rocket. That's right, folks, no more carpet bombing an entire area to hit a single target. This thing can pick out individual buildings, vehicles, or even particularly well-camouflaged enemy foxholes. And the range? Hold on to your hats, because the Tornado S can reach out and touch someone from up to 120 kilometers away. That's over 74 miles. To put that into perspective, that's like firing a rocket from New York City and hitting Philadelphia. But what really sets the Tornado S apart is its versatility. This system can be equipped with a dizzying array of munitions, including guided rockets with pinpoint accuracy, thermobaric warheads for clearing out bunkers and fortifications, and even specialized munitions designed to take out enemy air defense systems. It's a true multi-role weapon system, capable of adapting to any situation and delivering a world of hurt to anyone foolish enough to be on the receiving end. Now let's take a look at the Tornado G, which, despite sharing part of its name with the Tornado S, is a very different beast altogether. If the Tornado S is a nimble boxer, the Tornado G is a heavyweight wrestler, powerful, unrelenting, and always ready to rumble. This isn't a rocket launcher, folks, it's a 122mm self-propelled howitzer. Think of it like a tank that traded in its cannon for a really, really big gun. And when I say big gun, I mean it can hurl high explosive rounds up to 40 kilometers. But here's the thing about the Tornado G, it's not just about brute force. This howitzer is surprisingly versatile. It can fire a variety of ammunition, including high explosive fragmentation rounds for engaging enemy troops in the open, armor-piercing rounds for taking out tanks and other armored vehicles, and even specialized munitions like smoke rounds for creating cover and illumination rounds for lighting up the battlefield at night. And let's not forget its rate of fire. This thing can crank out rounds at a rate of up to 8 rounds per minute, laying down a withering barrage of fire that can suppress enemy positions and pave the way for advancing friendly forces. So, while it might not have the flashy, high-tech appeal of the rocket artillery systems we've discussed, the Tornado G is a workhorse that provides essential fire support on the battlefield. Okay, we've covered some seriously intimidating artillery pieces so far, but now it's time to talk about the TOS-1A, a system so terrifying it makes the others look like cuddly teddy bears by comparison. This, my friends, is a thermobaric weapon system mounted on a tank chassis. Imagine a flamethrower crossed with a rocket launcher and then given a serious anger management problem, and you're starting to get the picture. The TOS-1A doesn't fire conventional explosives. Instead, it launches rockets filled with a fuel-air mixture that, upon detonation, creates a massive fireball followed by a powerful shockwave that can vaporize anything within its blast radius. We're not talking about a gentle warming sensation here, folks. This thing is specifically designed to incinerate everything in its path, creating an inferno that sucks the oxygen out of the air and leaves behind a scene of utter devastation. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds absolutely horrifying. Surely there are rules against using weapons like that. And you'd be right. There are international conventions that prohibit the use of thermobaric weapons against civilian populations. But battlefield use? That's a bit of a gray area. And considering the TOS-1A's effectiveness in urban combat, where its thermobaric rockets can clear out buildings, bunkers, and entire city blocks with chilling efficiency, well, let's just say it's a weapon that sends a very clear message: surrender or face the fire. Last but certainly not least, we come to the BM-27 Uragan, a system that proves that age is just a number, especially when you're a multiple rocket launcher capable of turning an entire battlefield into a fireworks display of death. The Uragan, which translates to hurricane, has been in service since the 1970s. That's right, folks, this thing is older than some of your viewers. But don't let its age fool you, because this granddaddy of Russian rocket artillery can still deliver a knockout punch. This system is designed to engage targets at long range, with a maximum firing distance of up to 35 kilometers, depending on the type of rockets used. That's over 20 miles of nope, you're definitely not safe over there. Each Uragan launcher vehicle carries 16 rockets, each packing a serious explosive punch. We're talking about warheads designed to neutralize enemy personnel, armored vehicles, fortifications, and basically anything else that stands in its way. And here's the thing about the Uragan, it's battle-tested and has seen action in conflicts around the world. It's a reliable, rugged system that can withstand the rigors of combat and continue to deliver devastating firepower. So while it might not have the advanced targeting systems or fancy munitions of its younger siblings, the BM-27 Uragan remains a potent force multiplier in the Russian arsenal, a testament to the enduring power of good old-fashioned rocket artillery. So, there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the world of Russia's artillery forces. From the awe-inspiring firepower of the BM-30 Smerch to the sheer terror of the TOS-1A, these weapon systems represent a formidable capability on the modern battlefield. It's a sobering thought, really, the sheer destructive power at a nation's disposal. But hey, that's the kind of cheerful thought we like to leave you with here at DefSciTech. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth military analyses. And if you have any lingering anxieties about the sheer destructive power of modern artillery, well, you're not alone. But remember, knowledge is power, even when that knowledge is terrifying.